Hi everyone, so last week I asked you if there was anything in my collection that you wanted to find out more about. I had some really good suggestions. Quite a few of you asked me about this really bright colourful feather. So this week I thought I'd talk about this. It's something a bit different, it's something that's not found in the UK, but hopefully it's interesting to find out about something a bit different. So who does it belong to? Well, if we take a closer look at the feather, we can tell it's a flight feather, as more of the veins are on one side of the quill than the other. Looking closer up, you can also see its amazing coloration. So one side has this grey-green colour, but the other has quite an array of colour. It has this really bright iridescent green in the sort of either end sections, and this beautiful blue tip as well. But the key feature is this really lovely red band down the middle of the feather. So this feather is actually from a species called a Red-Lored Parrot. It's a species you can find from Mexico all the way down to Brazil. This stunning bird is often quoted as one of the prettiest of the 100 or so Amazonian parrot species in the world. The lores on a bird, spelled L-O-R-E-S, is the area between the beak and the eyes. This is a stunning red colour on this species, hence its name Red-Lored Parrot. Adults also have this yellow colour under the eye as well, and as such they're also known as the yellow-cheeked parrot. As well as the red on the head, it's got the really distinctive banding on its wing, which you can see clearly on this feather. I was actually lucky enough to find this feather on the forest floor in Belize, which is the smallest country in Central America, just below Mexico. I was out there collecting data for my master's dissertation, which was looking in part at fragmentation in birds. These parrots really favour disturbed habitats, and as I was spending a lot of time in these fragmented, deforested regions, I actually came across them quite a lot. These photos of red-lored parrots were taken by my fellow researcher Ollie whilst we were out in the field. They're really sociable animals and often travel and roost in big groups. In fact, there's even reports of roosts of red-lored parrots of up to 800 birds. This means they're pretty loud, and they make this quite loud, harsh call as well. I'll play that for you now. It's subtly different to other parrots, so it's a lot less screechy, and you'd normally hear more than one calling at once. These parrots also have a really cool adaptations as well, so their beaks and their claws are really powerful, both for cracking open nuts and seeds, and also for climbing, so they'll actually test branches with their beaks before they climb, and it helps to make them really quite successful climbers and successful in the forest generally. So successful in fact that in the wild these birds actually live over 50 years old, and in captivity there's even been recorded individuals living to well over 80 years old, which is quite amazing. Whilst they're not endangered, habitat destruction across red-lored parrot ranges have caused them to decline. They're popular parrot species to have as pets, which has unfortunately caused excessive illegal trapping and caging in some areas, especially in Mexico. There's a really big push underway for better monitoring of the pet trade and a slowing down of deforestation in these regions as well. Sadly, it might be one day soon that this bird is as endangered as parrots like the scarlet macaw, so it's time we took action now. There's some really great organisations out there trying to combat the catastrophic damages to our rainforests, including WWF, Greenpeace and the Rainforest Trust. They do some really fantastic work, so do go and check them out if you're interested. So there's something a little different for you. It's a truly stunning feather from a really beautiful bird, and I hope you'll agree we really need to work hard not to lose these animals. Let me know if you've got any questions either about the bird or anything else about Belize, and I'll see you next time.